They know they're in it for the long run, and you've kind of guided them. You've probably given them a better material. You've charged them a little extra, but you've given them maybe 10 years of assurance or 20 years of assurance. So the headache of going and shopping every year or 2 years kind of comes down. And I don't think a lot of customers think like this. And I've shared this before also, that when you're going in to buy something, and when you're going in to purchase something from a shop, no matter how small or how big it is, no matter what investment you do, be it $1,000 or $10,000 or a lakh or whatever, try and think in the long run. Would you like to look at that product for a number of years and stuff? So I'll give you an example. I'm working on a wallpaper concept for myself, and I had the few options and stuff. And because I follow and I go and I check out a lot of properties, and I see a lot of brands, and I see a lot of restaurants and shops and designer labels and stuff with wallpapers and stuff, I came back thinking that I had shortlisted something which I really like. And I came back home, and I kind of requested for the pictures, and I got the catalog and everything. And I took a look at those and stuff, and I realized that what I'm choosing is something which I may not even enjoy looking at in the night or in the morning. And let's say if I'm going to be in that particular space or that spot or that house or that apartment for 10 years, would I like to look at that? Okay, so that helped me decide that what I was actually falling for, or what looks so cosmetically and amazing to me in a shop that I went when I was researching, had completely a contrast perspective from me at home. Because when I sat thinking about it on my bed, on my table, um, looking at that wall and thinking about the lighting and everything, I had to go in a little deeper. I had to kind of think in, long term and stuff. And that kind of gave me 5 minutes to take a decision along with someone to decide. So this is what happens, that when you're going in to do a little bit of shopping, or if you're going to order something, if going to get a design made, be it a sofa, be it a lamp, be it a mirror, be it artwork, be it a bed and stuff, try and look at it from the long run. That would you like to see it in the long run? And if you like something, are there any other options available? So let's say there is a console which is available, and it's of a certain color option, and you've fallen for it, you love it, but you know that there may be other options, but you've left it on an open sale. And you meet someone, probably a person like me, a designer, a background person, or you meet a person from the industry, and the person guides you that, look, you know what, you could have something similar, but you can have a different color and stuff like that. So you get all excited, you want to consider it, because you know that you're going to get a value addition and stuff. So this is the distinction between a super cool brand and a regular brand and stuff like that. Okay, so the author also says that customers want to buy a brand from a company or a person which is wanting to deliver and satisfies them. And as I've already shared, they have these benchmark parameters: deliver on the promise, boost the self esteem and the confidence of the customer, and assist in projecting and arriving on the final product and the image. So you've built the image, you built the picture about your product, you've got the customer to your office, you want them to buy, you've got them on your online store and stuff, but they don't know what the product looks like. So it's like being on social media, you've got the news and everything, and you think all of it is true, but when you research it and you see it, it's going to be not so satisfying and stuff like that. So this is where probably getting a picture of the original product or a similar product helps. This is where sharing images of the work you've done, if you received awards or accolades or something, helps. This is where kind of sending your entire portfolio helps. This is where convincing the customer on the costing and the finishing and everything helps. Okay, so these are the little pointers that you have to consider and stuff like that. And keep in mind that a cool brand comes with a shelf life. What is a cool brand for one generation may not be the same for other people. This is like you have let's say music. So one genre of music which a certain generation likes doesn't have to be liked by somebody else. So it is no longer a cool trend or music and stuff. And yeah, and the other point of caution is that a cool brand may not be cool universally. So what is cool to you may not be cool and stuff, but the point is, in a nutshell and on the whole, the parameters that would qualify a cool brand. So I would say BMW probably, or maybe a Mercedes or something, is a cool brand. I'm not a big fan of Apple, but I would say different other brands are. When I look at luxury, when I look at architecture and stuff like that, I think DLF stands big time for this. You know, DLF is like a super cool brand. I think Mr. Ratan Tata, the Tata brand was also very good. You know, so when you've grown up and you've kind of worked along with these people and you follow them, you make sure that you don't follow for upcoming trends and stuff, and there is more on quality and there's more on delivery and stuff like that. So hope this helps. I'm Jashin Kapani. I'm the founder and CEO of I'm Decor Design, and this is where my video ends. So hope you like it and I hope it helps and stuff. So before you make a purchase and you place an order, 3 4 questions are what you need to answer. The most important is, would you like to see that in the long run? What is the intent? What is the quotient of buying it? Is it just a year or 2 years and you don't have to invest so much? But if you're looking at relocation and if you're looking at taking stuff with you, then you have to look at the larger picture or the longer picture. So jkapani@gmail.com, jashinkapani@gmail.com, jashinkapani.im@gmail.com. Feel free to write in and stuff. And cheers to you on a lovely cup of coffee. Enjoy yourself. The weather is not that great. So some people are having issues waking up on time and stuff and sleeping on time. I'm one of those. So I've got other issues here as well. But to be in touch, it doesn't take too much of time. Half a minute to message, half a minute to email, or give a WhatsApp reply. And people who are prompt and people who are quick in replying definitely show the other person that they value other people's time and stuff. And those who keep waiting, other people playing games and not being available or looking busy definitely need to have a rain check that they're not the only ones who are tied up and stuff. So being super cool also means kind of being proactive, being efficient, replying very quickly over email, and getting in touch with your customers and clients and stuff like that. If you're taking an off, or if you're going on a holiday, if you're not going to be available, you inform the client so that there is no last minute chaos. And no, I'd like to avoid the word panic and stuff, but then people are not kind of disturbed and not moving around helplessly if the person is not available. Okay, so these are all also marks of kind of being a consistent person or a person that can be trusted and stuff. You're around and available. You do not disappear. Okay, so love and luck and take care and have fun and have a blast. Yeah, write to me, and thank you so much for all your wishes and a belated happy Lodi and a happy Makar Sankranti. Enjoy yourself and have fun. Thank you so much for your messages, and thank you all so much for your appreciation and applause and everything. I mean, in person when we meet and stuff, word of appreciation is good for me. Thank you so much. Bye bye.